Welcome back to Euphoria. I am very excited for this episode. I also had a really bad day at work, so I hope this is like an episode that makes me smile and laugh a lot. What am I looking at here? Oh, are you serious? Now this music is really nice and very different from the usual stuff we hear on the show. I know that the overture and plays and everything, like, you know, it lasts a little bit, but can we move along, please? Oh, that was a very cool transition, though. All right, I forgive it. I just said I want an episode that's going to make me laugh and just enjoy myself. What is this bullshit? Damn it. Kind of figured, but...
yeah, I'd love that.
Why is this show hell-bent on just fucking with me?
It's called Let This Darkness Be a Bell Tower.
Turn yourself into wine.
Oh, and this is the first moment of the play. If they continue to transition between like actual flashbacks and the play, that is so sick.
The meaning.
That I realized they were a greater comfort than I ever could be. Maybe that's a silly observation, but...
Oh my gosh.
Bring out the fucking letters now.
Was Rue smiling there? Is she enjoying this?
But our life!
Oh, come on, clap, assholes. Oh, god damn it.
Would you be upset by it?
Depends on the play.
It's very true.
Right. What if they think my intentions aren't good, when in reality they are good?
Well, that's what I call a quandary.
A quandary.
But I think the most defining moment of my adolescence was when my sister went through puberty.
Oh, this should be good.
Like, there's an entire audience waiting for me to continue talking.
Where?
Oh, so she's just gonna be like the dumb blonde archetype? Because that would be a rather offensive way to go about it. Oh no. I love that she's just excited. She's like, hell yeah. Aw, that's so cute. I love supportive parents. That is just wonderful to see.
Yeah, we stepping out tonight.
No. Back the fuck up. No, your name is not Lexi. You need to back the fuck up.
Do.
Is Fez really not going to be able to make it to the play because of this bullshit? I swear to God, bro. Faye, this is your one shot. If you really care about him, go tell him what's going on.
Hi. Hi, boys.
This is like such a nice set for a high school production.
I mean, if you and I could trade bodies, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
That was so cool how they did that. Is she dressing more like Maddie now? I feel like she's doing her hair more like Maddie.
Taking the smallest moments and dreaming them up into something bigger.
I'm gonna be sitting in the front row, shorty.
Oh,
I
A
promise.
little exchange,
no.
and I fall in love.
I can't. Something bad better not happen to Fez, dude. I can't handle this shit. Oh.
But reality always finds a way of pulling me back.
Tends to do
You
that.
think he's okay? I think we should have Mom come pick us up.
Don't be rude.
Doesn't matter if it's rude.
Bro,
I just need like.
I didn't think it was gonna get that heavy that fast.
What if we get excluded from things?
It's also a good thing.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's a big difference between taking selfies and killer robots.
Yeah, maybe now, but that gap will close.
I mean, I suppose that's true.
But anyway, it was before we grew apart and before I started doubting myself every time someone would ask me if Jade was my best friend.
Oh, that breaks my heart. Come on.
Let this darkness be a bell tower.
Honestly, I hope that this play like brings them closer together again, because seeing more of their backstory, I really want them to.
Do you ever worry
as you get older, you'll have less and less memories of Dad.
Yeah.
I don't know why that line hit me like extremely hard right there.
Passed away.
Stop doing this to
He told
me.
me, and we'd be together.
I don't want to go back to this moment,
You said
dude. It's gonna make me cry again.
Memories.
Simple words
Aww.
try to say.
I think that's the thing that hurts the most about when like people fall into drugs or just, you know, terrible lives in general and either abandon their families or die or whatever it might be. It's knowing that at one point, you know, things were good, or, you know, they could have been, and it just hurts all the more knowing could have been like that for so much longer, but it wasn't. Oh, dude. No, no! This is not gonna be 3 in a row that makes me cry. Fuck this show.
And how different we became.
Biggest dream is to,
Love you more than anything.
like, devote yourself entirely to somebody. That's not great. Like, this is just so fucking weird. Like, he's basically dressing her like a doll.
You can never scare me.
That's truly unfortunate. That is a really interesting way of doing that. Faye, the window is closing. You need to tell him.
I love you.
Shut up. Thank God Ashtray is on it. Yes. Yes.
I'll be right there.
You okay?
Tell him. Come on.
Yeah, I'm good.
Fuck. Oh my gosh.
That white guy with the afro.
And I love how they brought the Bob Ross thing back.
Bobby, it's a fire. It's a fire. Come on, come on.
Oh, this is so mean. It's so mean. That is so sick. Did they really just like cut the power to like a whole city block just for this one shot? Because that is very cool. Come on. Come
The
on.
things that could go wrong.
Just get out of that
The
damn
people
house
I
and
could
get there.
lose.
I still don't know how I feel about their relationship,
Funny how
to be
I used
totally
think
honest.
We were meant for each other.
Yeah, I'm not so sure you were meant for each
Feels
other
like a
anymore
lifetime
either.
ago.
Like, God damn it. That one moment right there just made me want them to get back together. What the fuck?
You want to kill yourself doing drugs? Go ahead. I'm not going to stand in your way.
So I can do drugs.
That's exciting to you, huh? Being a crackhead?
I just feel like there's a catch here.
Yeah, you
I can't
die.
convince you that your life is important. You're going to have to make that decision on your own.
That's true.
You'll be 18 soon. I'm taking you off my plate.
It's kind of cold, actually.
Okay. She already up on the phone. And I know she's not getting any sleep. But
I mean, she definitely does need to put some
didn't know
focus
that.
on Gia.
if I have to choose between losing one daughter or two, I'm gonna fight to save her.
Damn. Holy shit. Like, I can't blame her at all for that. And I don't think Rue does either, but fuck.
No, that's fair.
I'll be honest, I don't remember the cheerleaders in my high school being, like, super popular. If anything, it was probably the theater kids who were more popular than them. Now, the football players, of course, they were super popular.
I've never seen anyone as sure of themselves as her.
I've actually never really thought much about Maddie and Lexi's relationship.
I feel stupid. What? Everyone feels stupid. Who cares? You feel. The thing about confidence is no one knows if it's real or not.
Very true.
Open the fucking door, Cassie.
Oh, we get to see what happened
Open the
here?
door
All right.
And tell me it was worth it. You owe me that.
Right back to where the season started.
Fucking door, Cassie. What fucking friend are you? What the fuck?
Honestly,
This isn't
though,
about me.
He put me through hell and now he's with my fucking best friend? Like, what the fuck?
no, yeah.
When is it gonna end?
Honestly, though. Aww. That's so sad. She's not even, like, really ready to fight, honestly. She's just, like, heartbroken.
You're a fucking coward.
You really are, Cassie. And, like, Cassie, how can you not even own up to it? Like, open the fucking door and at least face it. Is she wearing the necklace that Nate gave Maddie? Didn't she used to have that necklace? That's an extra level of fucked up if that's the case. Holy shit, dude. Like, she is just shoving down any real emotion as deep as she can because she does not want to face it. You want to stay delusional like that? Alright. I don't think that makes you crazy. I think that makes you an asshole. I don't need more of this. I really don't.
At least I'm loved.
You're not, Cassie. You're not.
No one ever will.
I like how he even tries to do the Jacob Elordi voice. That's very nice. Whoa. That looks so cool, dude. Wait, is this like him as Cal or something? What's with the champagne? No, yeah, this kind of feels like Nate in Cal's place, almost. This is very surreal. I like it. And is that Cassie in Jules' place? Excuse me? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. Is... Oh my... What? I know that wasn't like 100% real, but that has to be at least somewhat confirmation that he was like sexually molested as a child. And potentially by his own dad. Like, oh my god. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that they just dropped that and just moved right along. They were like, yep.
But every relationship.
Ah, she gave her the dress that she saw you trying on.
Oh, it's fucking showtime! Let's go!
Jesus, Lexi. I feel like we're leading up to something kind of big here. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't think it's right to make fun of him because he might potentially be into dudes, but man, I'm almost okay with like fucking with him in any way at this point.
Hey, that's not fun.
No, 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 no. What happened here? I'm literally holding my breath. He already fucked you up once. I wouldn't push it. Oh, what happened?
Your body's fantastic. Can I help?
Oh my gosh. How did they get away with this in high school? Like, could definitely not do anything like this in high school. I can't even enjoy it, man. Like, now that I know a lot of it stems from some severe trauma of his childhood, like, I can't really sit here and be like, haha, they're making fun of you for liking dudes. You know what, I kind of take that back, because trauma or not, he's done some fucking evil shit. So you know what, fuck him. I'm glad everyone's laughing at him. Actually really well made. Like, honestly, if I was in this audience, I would be going wild. Like, not only is this kind of hilarious, but it's just genuinely really well-made theater. Like, you would never find a theater production in a high school that good.
Lexi, you're a fucking G!
Like I said, it sucks that he's being shit on in this way, knowing exactly what his past is, or, you know, vaguely what his past is. But honestly, he deserves to be, like, knocked down a few pegs. I don't know.
Good, right?
I'm conflicted.
Brilliant. Lexi's brilliant.
Aww.
That shit is so fucking homophobic.
Babe, I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
Is rather homophobic.
Sister, you know what? Pack your shit, get the fuck out of my house. I'm fucking done.
Damn. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised at that. Like, I knew from the get-go he does not actually love her. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, she looks insane. Oh, shit. Oh, lovely. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. That was a great episode. Maybe my second favorite of the season. At the beginning of the episode, I said I wanted one that was gonna, make me laugh and smile the most. But I feel like we got a good mixture of pretty much everything in this episode. I absolutely loved the format of everything, transitioning between actual flashbacks to the play, to having the actual people in the play, or the actors playing them in the flashback. Like, it was really, really well realized. One of the most stylistic episodes of the whole show, because, it essentially played out almost as if it was a play. Like, it was really, really cool. Obviously, there are moments where you kind of break out of that play kind of vibe that's going on. But even still, the flashbacks are intentionally kind of, surreal. It's not 100% real. I think they do a great job withholding exactly how certain people are genuinely going to react to the whole thing, because they continuously tell you, like, Lexi thinks her intentions are good, but she thinks she might hurt some people, so you're not 100% as to why she may think that. And throughout the play, they kind of drop little hints like, oh, maybe it's because she made Cassie seem like really stupid, or because she brought up these extremely personal moments of real people, in front of them without giving them a warning. But honestly, most people handled it pretty well. Maddie, by the end of it, loved it, because it definitely shat on Nate there right at the end, which I have to admit, I did find the scene extremely conflicting, because on one hand, it's kind of funny to see Nate, just get made fun of. But on the other hand, making fun of him in that way, as Nate said, it is pretty homophobic. Now that we've gotten a dream flashback-ish kind of moment, it seems to me 100% confirmed that he was like sexually assaulted as a child. Probably around 8 or 9, when his mom said, you darkened, you completely changed, and I don't know what happened. I think 100% that is definitely what happened, and it does make everything make a lot more sense. It makes all these missing pieces kind of click into place. But with the dream being super surreal the way it was, I don't know 100% if it was his dad that did it or someone associated with his dad. I think either way, his anger towards his dad makes, all the more sense. But also, as I said, it does not excuse anything that he has done on this show. Like, Nate is still a horrible piece of shit who did have opportunities in his life to potentially get help for whatever is going on, or at the very least, not be a fucking psycho. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about that last scene, because, as I said, it is a little offensive that they're basically just like, haha, he's gay. But I love seeing people laugh and point at Nate. Like, I don't know, man. I find it rather curious that we actually didn't get the ending of the play in this episode. I'm kind of hoping that the beginning of the finale is the ending of the play, because I want to see, what Lexi's final thoughts are. Like, where does she think all of these people are going to end up? Because that was kind of the point of Stand By Me, shows them as kids growing up, and then later on in their lives after they've, all drifted apart. Because I highly doubt, with the way that whole play was set up, that it would just end with a scene about Nate being into dudes in the locker room. Like, that does not seem like an actual ending for the play. But it was a great place for the episode to end with, Nate storming out and then telling Cassie to pack up her shit and leave. On one hand, I feel like he could easily just be like, oh, I was just mad, you can come back. But he also could be pretty serious. And in that case, yeah, Cassie is about to fucking go AWOL. And honestly, as like upset as I am with Cassie, I feel like it's just kind of a sad scenario to watch, because she's so fully aware of how fucked up she has been to her best friend over this whole scenario, and she still is just like, well, I want him, so I'm just gonna force all those emotions down and pretend like I'm happy and that everything is okay. Like, she is 100% delusional when it comes to him. And I feel like it was never that bad before. Like, all the guys she's wanted to love and devote herself to in the past, she's never gone this off the deep end in that regard. Like, seeing her talk about how she loves the fact that he dresses her and tells her how to be and what to eat and all this shit, like, that is so 50 Shades of Grey fucked up. I really hate that. Again, as like a kink or something, you know, in the bedroom, sure, that can be fun, but your whole entire life being controlled by another person, that is not healthy. That is not cool. What the fuck, Cassie? And I gotta say, that scene of Maddie, you know, breaking down and saying like, I would never do this to you, and if you're willing to throw away our friendship, fine, because I don't want to be your friend anymore. Like, that shit actually kind of hurt, especially after seeing that, you know, they were so close. Like that moment of her consoling her about her parents and everything. It really does make you wonder, how could someone go from that to this? Oh, and fuck those assholes for not telling me what happened with Fez. Obviously, he did not make it to the play. Otherwise, so yeah, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. It was really great seeing Rue really love the play, actually. Like, I think that makes sense too. Out of all of those people in that friend group, she's the one who's had her, you know, bullshit aired out to everybody the most. She doesn't really have many secrets when it comes to the things that she's done. So I think it was really nice to see that she was just happy to see, you know, Lexi had remembered all these sweet moments between the two of them. And I'm sure it also was just nice for her to be reminded of these moments that she probably forgot. I don't even really know what else to recap in this one. Like, if I were to break down every single moment, I'd be here for like an hour. Like, there's a lot that they covered in this episode. So let's jump into the technicals. Writing of this episode, it was so fucking good, dude. To be able to cut back and forth between the play and all these different moments of different characters and be able to tie that into like a singular thread that we watched through the whole episode, that was actually really impressive. This episode could have easily just been the play itself, which I'm sure would have been super entertaining, but instead they decided to go the extra mile and blend it with real moments that actually happened to the characters, blend the actual actors into it and everything. Like, it was super smart how they crafted the episode. And character motivations were pretty spot on. They pretty much revealed that what many people have theorized about Nate is true. Nate leaving Cassie at the very end makes sense to me because I highly doubt he has ever or will ever love her. Cassie, on one hand, I don't know if I 100% buy that she would go this far into her delusion, honestly. Because again, in the first season, they showed that she absolutely, you know, wants and needs to be loved by someone. But also in the first season, they kind of showed that she didn't specifically want it from one singular person. So for her to be just so attached to Nate, I don't know if it's 100% in character or not. On the same note, some people just get super attached to that certain person, and it really sucks that it's Nate for her, but I don't know. I'm a little torn on that one. But to be honest, I think the most shocking character decision in this episode was Rue's mom telling her straight up, like, all right, you're on your own. Like, if you want to do drugs, that is up to you. If you want to kill yourself, that is up to you. I am putting all my focus and attention and love into Gia because she is also starting to spiral down a bad path, and I've done all I can to try and help you, so you're on your own. If you die, you die. I'm not losing both my daughters. I choose Gia. Like, that was extremely harsh, but also extremely fair. It's just, once again, to hear that coming from, you know, your own mother, that you are no longer her priority, that shit has gotta hurt. And I actually have a lot of respect for Rue being like, no, that's fair. Like, I have definitely put myself into this position, so I get it. And as shocking as that character decision was, I do think it falls in line with what she would do and what they've kind of been leading up to throughout this season. Plot progression, I didn't expect there to be a whole lot, considering this is all a retelling of things that have happened, but they smartly chose to retell moments that we have not seen before, except for, you know, like an expanded version of the funeral scene, which fuck them for making me see that shit again. That almost I'm tired of feeling so much, okay? But I think they gave us quite a bit of progression for Nate specifically. And on the other hand, I feel like they gave us zero progression for Fez's story. Like, they set up this scenario, which I suppose you could count as progression, but they did not provide any kind of ending or, you know, climax to that story. It's just build up, build up, build up, and then you're left on a cliffhanger. Pacing in this episode was superb. Like, it was truly a joy to watch how it bounced around between so many characters and so many different threads so seamlessly. Like, it was really, really well done. So for writing as a whole, I'm gonna do a 9 out of 10. Editing in this episode, oh my lordy, it was good. The editing in this episode, I think, was intentionally much more methodical, as the last couple of episodes have been, actually. The season as a whole, actually, has been much more methodical in terms of its editing. Like, a lot of the transition moments in this episode are done with visual effects or really interesting, like, camera tricks. The edits aren't really what's the focus, but that's kind of what makes it genius in my opinion. I think everyone needs to learn when to take a back seat and let something else do the heavy lifting every so often. And in this case, the editing was not, you know, the superstar, but it also understood the assignment perfectly well. So 10 out of 10. Cinematography in this episode was amazing. Because it's a play, they got a chance to really use some like harsh, creative lighting that you just don't really get to do if you're trying to create a sense of realism. And on the same stroke, they had so many actual flashbacks that did have the, you know, very realistic or genuine lighting that you're kind of used to. Or I say that, but this show gets really stylistic with the lighting all the time, actually. My favorite shot of the whole episode was definitely when Rue and Lexi are walking back home after Lexi has tried weed for the first time, and just every light behind them just goes out, leaving the one street lamp on. It looked amazing. Like, that looks so cool. So yeah, that's gonna get a 10 out of 10. Sound design was really, really good in this one. Honestly, there are certain aspects of this episode where I'm like, wow, I think they raised the bar. I think they, you know, lifted it up to that next level. Sound design being one of them, because we got so many different kinds of sound design on this one. Like, we got some copyrighted music, as we usually do on the show, but there are moments where it's like really heavy orchestral or violin type music to kind of, you know, put you in the play mindset. Then other moments where it gets much more synthesized and modern sounding to either heighten some tension or again bring you into a different kind of mindset. My favorite bit of the score, unfortunately, is the moment where it's revealed, you know, Nate's past, because that moment is just so like disturbing to listen to. I feel like it's got to be one of the most off-kilter kind of sounds we've heard on the show. Like, nothing about it is meant to be comforting in the slightest. It's meant to really put you on edge. And I thought it was super effective. So 10 out of 10. Acting in the episode, I mean, you might have guessed it, but it was outstanding. It's hard to give an award in this one because there were a lot of people who really, really impressed me in this one. Sydney Sweeney with her moment in the mirror where she is, you know, very distraught over the things that she's done and then brings it all back, you know, clamps it down and puts on the fake smile. Like, that was really, really well done. Alexa Demie, when she, you know, breaks down and is trying to face Cassie, but, you know, it's just heartbroken that she's been betrayed by her best friend in this way. Maude Apatow had a couple really great moments. Biggest one for me being when it was her and Cassie as kids and they're, you know, watching their drugged up dad drive them home, and she's just in the back crying because it just kills her to see her dad like this, and she doesn't trust him and is afraid of him at this point. Just rewatching the moment of Lexi dancing with her dad and her mom's reaction to it, that shit got me. That shit was so sad. But I think if I had to pick a winner of this episode, I'm actually going to give it to Jacob Elordi. The way he's able to portray his like really locked down trauma, I think is very, very well done. I think it's even more impressive actually seeing that scene going back to all the previous episodes. I feel like it just puts the character in a completely different light and makes all of his actions weirdly seem a bit more genuine. So to see him, you know, really struggling not only to like not freak out, but to not break down and cry over being exposed like this, considering what he's had to endure. I thought that was fantastic. And for that to be done for a character that I despise so much, and still despise, do not get me wrong, it's just really impressive. You know, if the actor can actually make me somewhat sympathetic, or at least empathetic towards such a horrible person, that's outstanding acting, if you ask me. 10 out of 10. Costumes and makeup. This episode went to work. They got to have fun with like stage costumes, which I would argue are a little nicer than you would actually find in a high school production, but I'll accept it. And there was just so much range that they had to do. Like they had to have Cassie and Lexi dressed up as like little kids during one part of the episode. And in that very same episode, have Cassie dressed, you know, however Nate desires it. Which, as you might expect, it literally looks like something a man would choose for a woman. Like he dressed her like a doll. He just dressed her in like the most skimpy, erotic clothes that he could think of. And of course the makeup was outstanding as well. Like as I've said many times before, it was flashy when it needed to be for the right characters, and it's very plain or straight up non-existent for characters that it shouldn't. So I think this is getting another 10 out of 10. Set design, I mean, you know. There's obviously the sets that we've kind of grown accustomed to on the show, but this one got to showcase all these, you know, stage sets, which were, on one hand, I kind of want to dock it for not being as realistic as it could be. Because I will say, in my high school, we had one of the best theater programs in the entire country. Like, we had a pretty sizable budget. We got, you know, national acclaim for a couple of our plays. We were super, like, ahead of our time for performing Rent at our high school, because a lot of high schools wouldn't let you do it because it's so, you know, adult and risque. But even with all that money and attention, we never had sets that looked this good. Like, especially that moving set of the lockers rotating around, that looked incredible. I loved it, but we never had anything that cool in high school. Absolutely not. But I'm gonna go ahead and forgive it, because the show has never 100% been like, oh, this is, you know, reality. It's always been a little larger than life, so I will accept it, and I loved the sets, so it's getting a 10 out of 10 for me. And finally, the visual effects. As is usual, there's nothing that's super flashy until it actually does get super flashy. Like, I should say the CGI in the episode was very subtle and, you know, noticeably not pronounced. Like, I love the transition between the overture screen to the funeral scene. That could have straight up just been clever lighting, but I get the feeling they probably had a little visual effects assistance there, and it looks super good. Like, all the practical effects that they would use during the play, especially that final scene with like how the lights would be strobing. They had like tons of fog effects, like squirting oils and stuff around. It was ridiculous, but it was super impressive when it comes to like production quality. So it's gonna get another 10 out of 10, which gives this episode a 9.9 out of 10. And I fucking loved it, so this is definitely gonna be a 10 out of 10 episode for me. After rewatching it, I definitely think this is my second favorite of this season. I'm very curious to see how everyone else is gonna react to the episode. You know, did it live up to expectations? Was it disappointing? Was it surprising, shocking? I'm very curious. But let's see. I mean, Lexi definitely shook it up in this episode, so let's see where all the pieces fall next week. I will see you all then, and that's about it.